All right, what's up, guys? Let me know if the camera's working, the audio sounds good. Shapiro? Ben Shapiro? All right. Weird. This page is frozen. 1 second.
Physical appearance.
All right. And just let me know really quickly if the audio from this video is working because I've had problems in the past.
Hey, what's up? There's nothing I would want more than to sit exactly right here next to you. Yeah, can I sit down?
Sure.
All right. Let me know if you can hear that, and then we'll get started. Well, I just did it, so maybe in the future. Audio is fine. All right, cool.
Yep.
That Was Epic is one of the most popular prank pickup YouTubers who shows clips of himself approaching girls. He says awkward things. He does, he plays a character where he's being a little bit strange, right? He'll open with, "Hey, I like you." Not the most normal thing to say, but he's gotten very popular. One of his videos has 35 million views. So you have to wonder, does he actually have game, or is he just funny because he's so fucking awkward? That's why we're going to watch one of his videos and see which one it is.
Hey, what's up? There's nothing I would want more than to sit exactly right here next to you. Yeah, can I sit down?
Sure.
So he's coming in hot, right? He's coming in very, very strong. I would say maybe even too strong, right? It's a little bit pushy. I want nothing more than to sit right next to you, girl. It's a little bit much. But he's also doing something very good, which is he's asking permission to sit next to her. This is a very common mistake that my boot camp clients make when they're new to picking up girls. They sit down next to a girl, not understanding that the people who usually sit down without asking permission just right away, they're either homeless or they're weird, right? So she's going to automatically assume you're in a negative category and feel kind of trapped if you just sit down right away without asking if it's okay.
Awesome. Thank you. What's your name? Hi, Bianca. That's a great name. My name's Juan. Nice to meet you. So I like you. Yeah, I know. That's why. Whoa, careful here. Yeah, I like you. That's how I like to roll. I just like to move forward and get straight to the point. I mean, I don't know you, but I'd like to get to know you, you know?
Right. So, are you asking me for something, or are you just telling me that?
No, I'm gonna work my way up to, don't rush me. Don't rush me. Guys, come on, you know how this works. You're a pretty girl.
Okay, so you can tell there's a little bit too much pressure at the beginning. She's a little bit uncomfortable with the situation, but she's also flattered and finds him charming. So it's a mix of a little bit, this is a little bit weird, a little bit strange, don't know how to deal with all this pressure, but also I find him charming and he's at least interesting, right? So it's half good, half not so good. But what he did there was really good. He took the frame, basically. He took control of the conversation by saying, just hold on, give me a second. And he's not being reactive. He's taking control. He's taking the lead, which helps everything. Basically, it helps land the plane and make everything feel more smooth.
Hit on all the time, I'm sure. What? Get out of here.
My friend is like right there coming. So just...
Very beautiful girl. And she just said, I don't get hit on all the time. Keep that in mind. Now, she might get catcalled. She might get approached by drunk guys in bars. But a guy who's being normal, a guy who's doing a genuine approach, who's genuinely trying to get to know her, that does not happen very often.
No worries. So, do you want to hang out sometime?
Depends on when, I guess, right?
When you're free.
I don't know. It's usually the first thing. Oh, hi there.
I'll tell you what. So I'll invade, your guys' privacy. Just give me a number,
Okay.
Bianca, and I will send you a text. Yes. Okay, what is it?
So you can tell by her body language she is uncomfortable with the situation. Now, partly it could be just she's not feeling the vibe with him, but also her friend is coming, and that puts her in a situation where she can be judged, right? This guy's hitting on her. It seems like she's flirting with him, and she might get judged if she's too friendly with this guy. This is something women have to keep in mind, because not only men, but other women will slut shame them. They'll judge them for flirting with other men. So they have this feeling that they have to be careful with being too flirtatious. And so that's kind of what's probably going through her mind.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he comes up to me and he goes, I like you. And I was like, you don't even know me. Like,
Well, I don't have to know you. I like your physical appearance, I guess. I guess that's what I'm saying.
for some reason, he was like, I like you. And I was like, don't rush me. I was like, okay.
The friend is pretending to enjoy the story, but probably feels left out and a little bit jealous. I mean, you probably would too in the same situation. But now that she's telling this story and it's turning into a whole thing, that number went from most likely a flake to much more likely to lead to a date, because now it's this shared thing. It's a whole experience as opposed to an awkward number where he left right after.
I was like, oh, this might be a potential husband. That's
You know, we are probably going to get married. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you think we're a good match?
Huh?
Do you think we look like, do we look good together? In a movie?
Yeah.
This looks like a movie?
Yeah.
Holy crap. We're a movie. We're a real life
I
living
think you're
movie.
cute, so I was like, I'll give you my phone number, but you just like freaked me out when you came over. I was
No,
like,
I didn't mean to freak you out.
And then he was like, I'm sure based on you, and I was like, nobody's talking to me.
That's kind of hard to believe, actually, that people don't talk to you. Maybe you send off that resting bitch face that's like, don't talk to me. Nope. So the only guys that are going to get through to you then are the ones that are kind of pushy, you know? Oh yeah, I think we're soulmates. Yeah, what's up, man? How's it going? I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Hey, excuse me? Hey, I like you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Just, that's it? Just okay?
I don't know what to say to that.
You don't have to say anything, just say your name.
Jackie.
Jackie, hi, my name's Juan.
Hi, Juan. Nice to meet you.
So, what are we going to do later on today?
You know, I don't know you, so probably.
So what he's saying is pretty confident. What are we going to do later today? But he's also speaking in kind of a higher pitch. He's speaking a little bit rushed, a little bit like, hey, how's it going? There's a little bit of that manic energy, which it makes it more entertaining, right? It's like on YouTube, generally people who speak fast and loud and with a lot of emotions, they're going to rise to the top because that's what gets your attention. So in terms of making a video, being a little bit like manic is good. But in terms of actually attracting a girl, at least it creates some tension. It means that it's emotionally interesting, but it also can be too much pressure and it can make the girl uncomfortable. So you have to be aware of that dichotomy. Generally, being grounded, being at ease, and letting the girl basically be the one who's more manic, who's reacting to you more, is better, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
How do you expect to get to know a person without hanging out with them?
But all I know is your name.
Right, right. But like, okay, my name's Juan. I like pretty girls and I like to take them out to eat.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Well, how about you get my number and then we'll see where it's
Fine,
Okay.
fine. All right, what is it?
928.
Hey, I like you. I like you. Thanks. What's your name? Hi, my name's Juan.
Hi.
Is it done? Thank you. You new here?
Yeah.
You are? How are you liking it so far?
It's okay.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
You do? Do you like him? I don't know about that. I think we should hang out as friends to start. And if you guys break up, you know, then we can get together. You down?
You're really confident in yourself.
Well, I don't really care if I get rejected, so.
I don't know.
I mean, we can just be friends. I'm not gonna come off like strong or anything, you know.
Yeah.
But like the day he breaks your heart, which he's going to, you know that. You shoot me a text.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. What's your number?
Well, the chances that that's going to flake are extremely high, right? It's not likely that he's going to get a date with her unless she gets in a big fight with her boyfriend or they break up or whatever. In this situation, it's actually better to go for the Instagram, the Snapchat, some kind of social media where she can see your stories, and then 3 months later, when she finds out that he was cheating and they break up, then she remembers you, the charming guy that approached her very confidently. And and then she hits you up because she keeps seeing your stories.
What, my number?
Yeah.
626?
Hey, I like you. What's your name?
Janina.
Hey, you have something on your face right there. What is that? Oh, it's just lotion. Oh, cool.
Oh.
Just rub it in a little bit. I see.
Thank you.
I got you, girl. Don't worry.
Thank you.
What'd you say your name was? Janina? Janina. That's pretty unique. Juan.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. So, like I said, I like you. You like me too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do about it?
What?
What are you gonna do about it then?
He's making strong eye contact and he's holding the frame. He's getting her to react to him by letting the pauses hold long enough for her to feel the tension build up.
I don't know you, so I don't really know.
Well, dude, let's get to know each other, Janina. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's walk and talk while you give me your number.
Okay.
So, what is it?
66.
What's up? What's your name?
Simone.
Hi, Simone. My name's Juan. I like you.
Nice to meet you.
I just said I like you.
Nice to meet you.
I
like you too.
Well, then do something about it.
What?
What are you gonna do about it then? You gonna give me your number or something?
Sure.
All right, Simone. What is it?
818.
Hey, I like you.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Alana.
Alana. Hi, my name's Juan. Are you new here?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't really know how things run around here, do you?
No.
I can show you the ins and outs, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to hang out sometime? Maybe. I'll tell you
I
what.
don't even know your name.
Well, my name's Juan. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Are you a frat?
No, hell no. No, I'm so against the frats.
What year are you?
It's second year. Yeah, studying business. Not that you asked, but I figured that you'd want to know.
I did.
Can I get your number?
Sure.
Awesome. What is it?
It's 928.
Hey, you with the black top? I like you.
So ideally, you would talk a bit longer, get to know the girl, make a connection of some kind, rather than doing a 30-minute interaction and then getting her number. But the positive thing about that is it lets you run more volume. If you have a bunch of 30-second interactions, some of the girls are just going to be immediately charmed by you and they're available. They're in a place in their lives where the timing is good to meet a guy. And so you will get dates from 30-second interactions. That's something that I've gotten many, and it's kind of underestimated how successful you can be even with short interactions.
What was that?
I like you.
You like me?
I do.
What do you like, Mom?
I like your outfit for now. I don't know anything about you, so what can I do? Yeah, can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So what's your name?
He's very assumptive. He makes a lot of positive assumptions. Like he touched that girl with the lotion and rubbed it or whatever. He's asking for the otter pop. He makes positive assumptions, which implies that he has high status because he wouldn't do that if he wasn't used to getting away with it, right? He wouldn't ask for the otter pop if he wasn't used to people saying yes to him. So it implies that he has high status, which implies that he's attractive.
Amanda.
Amanda? I'm Juan.
Yeah, what?
Juan.
Juan.
Yeah.
I'm Amanda.
Oh, nice to meet you, Amanda. So what, you give me your number now?
I got so.
All right, fine.
623.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, great to meet you.
All right.
Coming for you next.
That was a good way to include the friend. I actually like that a lot because she can feel somewhat jealous, disincluded, and that's not going to help if the friend is like bad-mouthing you afterwards and is against you. But he's like, I'm coming for you next, which made it more charming, made her feel included, and that was really good. So overall, Juan from That Was Epic. I don't know if that's his real name. He looks pretty white, but I don't know. Maybe he's actually named Juan. Juan from That Was Epic. His game is good. Like, it's definitely a lot better than average. He's more confident than the average guy. He doesn't give a fuck, and he goes for it. He does seem a little bit manic, a little bit rushed, and he talks in a bit of a high-pitched, almost nervous way, right? That is not ideal. It would be better to speak with more pauses, to speak more in a way where you sound more in control of what you're saying, and with a breaking rapport tonality, where your voice goes down at the end. But he's very assumptive, he's very confident, and he has no problem moving things forward and just going for the close. And that is worth a lot. A lot of guys think you have to do all kinds of crazy acrobatics, put on a whole show. That will get you dates. It's not the highest percentage way to do it, but just coming in strong, showing strong intent, and then going for the number close, saying, hey, let's hang out. That will work if you hold strong eye contact, your vibe isn't like really weird and creepy, and you don't come across as too pushy. So overall, I would say he has pretty good game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button and let me know what video do you want me to react to next. All right, I hope that was all working. Who said you should sit without asking? That's yeah, that's terrible advice.
Thanks to Adobe Premiere Pro's Essential Sound panel, I'm able to search through Adobe.
You have got to.
All right, we're about to see a virgin try to pick up girls. And I have a feeling this is going to go extremely well, and we're going to see what charisma and what being smooth looks like, so we can try to aspire to be like this guy. Or more likely, we're going to see a lot of common mistakes. We're going to see why this guy is a virgin. Maybe it's just his appearance. Maybe he's just too ugly. But we might see the mindsets and behaviors that make women feel magnetically repelled away from you. And we will be able to learn from that and do the opposite in our own lives.
Do you guys remember our friend Miguel? The guy with the horrible rejection story?
And then she dropped it. She goes, you have got to be the ugliest guy in the... No, dude, I know you probably don't believe me. But...
No way she responded.
So that's awful. And something like that can really mess up your psyche for years if you don't have the right mindset about it, right? If you hear that and it's just, I'm fundamentally unattractive. I actually had something like that happen to me in high school where my crush, I heard her talking over about me. He's like, and she said, yeah, Avery's just, he's not even really like a man. He's just like a little boy. He's just not attractive as a man at all. That's what she said. And I heard that and it was devastating to hear. But my mindset wasn't, oh, this means it's hopeless. My mindset was, I need to improve. So him being told he's ugly, well, why hasn't he hit the gym? Why hasn't he gotten into shape? There's so many things about his appearance that he could improve as opposed to self-victimizing.
Who responds like that? Well, after further examination, I found out that my man has had zero sexy sex. Yo.
What? Sexy sex? Really? What?
My dude is in his prime. My dude is peaking. He's seasoned. He's mature.
So this is my humble wrestling collection that I have. As you can see, I have all the people that I really like.
Really, a virgin collects action figures. Way to break stereotypes.
But one of my favorite ones, like that was...
Okay.
Girls, the speed date are...
I want to see the actual dates.
Friend Miguel. Hop in.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, he's wearing a mask, so already kind of beta. Look at his body language. Look at everything about his body language. Now, I was worried this might be staged, but this guy is genuinely nervous. Unless he's an amazing actor, he's genuinely in his head right now. He's genuinely worried about getting rejection, and he's in his head. You can definitely tell that. But look at that. He's sitting down. He's not looking at her. He's looking down. You should be looking at her, establishing eye contact, making a strong first impression, because the first impression is the most powerful moment in any interaction. If you fuck that up, it's much harder to recover from that than if you make a mistake 5 minutes in.
My name's Eva. What's your name?
Miguel, very nice to meet you.
Not looking at her while talking. He's looking away more than he's looking at her. That is horrible.
I have to do this because my mom said it was essential. I have to have gum so my breath smells like kind of nice.
Wow. Just wow. Wow. Okay, so what he's doing here, he's saying that he's basically his mom's little bitch, right? He doesn't think for himself. It's, I need my mom's help to get a date. I can't figure it out. That's beta as hell. That's very, very unattractive. So I need my mom to help me. What are you thinking, bro? That's not what you want to, like, you do want to seem like someone who cares about your family, but not like someone who's incapable of making their own decisions. And he also made it sound like he must have halitosis or something, because without gum, he can't have good breath. And it's just such an awkward, weird, try-hard thing to do.
So, are you close with your mom?
I'm very close with my mom. She's kind of like my best friend right now.
Okay.
She's always been...
And why didn't he have the goddamn gum in his pocket? right? If you're going to make a big deal of it, now it's so awkward that he has to get his game system out of his, like, just put it in your pocket. Think ahead.
So family is very important to you?
Yeah, just my mom right now. My dad's not really in the picture. But
Okay.
yeah.
She's trying really hard to seem interested in him because that's her job. But if this was in a bar, she would have already left. Like 99 times out of 100, she would have already left.
Yeah, me and my mom are really, really close.
So I actually enjoy someone who's close to their family and who isn't shy or embarrassed about saying that they spend a lot of time with their mom and that their mom might be their best friend.
Would you like a piece of gum?
Yes, please, actually.
I wonder if she actually dates those guys, right? That's one of those things that, oh, I like a guy who's nice and respectful, but do you actually date those guys or do you date jackasses, right? What people say they want and what they actually respond to often have nothing to do with each other.
Actually,
Thank you very much. So are you working right now?
Again, he's still looking down and away. He's looking down. He's not making eye contact.
I am not working right now, but I do like a lot of like streaming video games. Do you watch video games?
I play some.
The correct answer is I'm a streamer and I'm good at it. I'm successful. That's what I do. Not I don't work. I'm a loser who just streams and plays video games as a hobby. And maybe one day no, that sounds awful. If you're going to say it in a way that sounds decent. Say I'm a streamer. Like, you know what that is? Yeah, don't first say I'm incompetent and don't make money and I'm a failure. That's what's being implied. Start with just say I'm a streamer, right? Present it in a way that doesn't make you sound like a loser.
Video games I haven't in a while. No, it's okay.
Very nervous.
You can already tell she's kind of talking. That's okay. It's like like a mother talking to like a mother bird talking to a little chick that can't fly yet. Like, it's okay. I feel bad for you. That's the tone that she's using.
You look a little nervous, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We all get nervous sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not usually, in these types of situations either, so it's normal to get over.
He should say, I'm nervous because you're so beautiful, right? Make it something that is at least endearing and charming, as opposed to I'm just nervous and I'm going to close down. Like, it's just, you're really beautiful and that's making me nervous, because that is at least charming.
I'm nervous.
Yeah. But do you like video games?
I used to play a lot more, but lately I haven't played, but I do watch Naruto.
Okay.
Most girls don't play video games, and it's not really a good direction to take the conversation, right? Some do, but for the most part, it's not really going to help you. It also can kind of make you look like a nerd, like a guy who plays video games all the time. That's not really an archetype that very many women find attractive unless they look alternative, right? If they look like someone who would be in Comic-Con, then okay. But this girl doesn't look like that, so bringing up video games is the last place that you want to take the conversation.
So I watch some anime, but I haven't played too many video games lately.
I love anime.
Yeah, what's your favorite anime?
Dragon Ball Z. She was into video games and anime, so I can see myself being with somebody who has the same interests that I do, that I have.
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth to rebuild your gums and teeth and never need a dentist again. People are fixing their receipt.
Hot.
Would stop you from dating?
That I do, that I have.
What do you think would stop you from dating this guy? What's the one thing you did not like?
I kind of like when a man can take charge and he can lead the conversation and like look me in the eye. And I feel like he was kind of nervous looking in.
Right. He was passive. He was submissive. And when it comes to sex, being submissive as a man very rarely works unless you're talking to a dominatrix, but that's not very many women. So being dominant, making strong eye contact, speaking with passion, speaking with emotion, because he was so low energy. Hi, I'm low energy, Jeb. How's it going? Soft. Everything about him soft. And soft is attractive in women, unattractive in men, right? It's attractive. When a girl's nervous, that can actually be attractive. When a girl's shy, that can actually be attractive. But when a man is those things, it's only attractive to a masculine woman, which is the minority, right? So if you want to go for that demographic, sure, that can work, but it's not going to be, that's like only 10% of women, if that. So that's not the best move. He needs to have some fucking masculine energy. That's what he's lacking.
His bag looking down. So kind of to make that connection.
I say this all the time. Men need to be more dominant, and not in a physical sense, but just like
being able to lead a lot in the conversation so the girl doesn't have to carry the whole weight of the conversation. This is the type of stuff women are actually looking for. Hey, hi.
All right, so the second date's about to start. Let me know if you want to make another video, make this into a series about the different dates to break down. If you want me to make more videos in this series reacting to these various dates, if you enjoyed this, let me know by leaving a comment below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. And if you can relate to this guy, even slightly, I'm sure you're better than him, right? I'm sure you're better off than this guy, and it's going to be easier for you to attract women than him. But most men are not meeting women. They're not going out. They're not approaching. Maybe they use Tinder, but they don't even get good pictures. They get shitty pictures, get no matches, and think they're ugly, and then they give up. So if you're in the category where you are not satisfied with your dating life, you are not getting enough options, it feels like you're just hoping that one day you'll get lucky, then you should take control by taking a boot camp with me. Take an in-person boot camp where I show you how to approach women and basically be the opposite of this guy, right? To do all the opposite things, to do what he's doing wrong correctly, to make a strong masculine impression, to take the lead, to be dominant without ever being pushy. I show you how to do that by pushing you to take action, giving you the emotional leverage to finally just snap out of it and start approaching, start taking real action, approaching, getting tons of numbers, getting tons of leads in a weekend, approaching. On average, when I do a boot camp, the average client does over 100 approaches. So you'll be taking tons of action, getting a lot of numbers. There's a very good chance you will bring a girl home. Obviously, I can't promise that, but that's very likely. And on top of that, I will also give you a free photo shoot included so that you can get better results on Tinder as well. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to click the link below. All right, one more to do. Running short on time, but his body language looks like a kid. Yeah, he looks like he's not a man, right? He's still a boy. That's the best way to put it. He's just not a man. He's a boy. He never went through any real adversity. This guy didn't go through enough adversity to have character, right? To have that energy where he's able to make a girl feel like I'm safe around this guy. Like this guy can protect me. He can get me through things. He can lead me. He has none of those qualities. James Marshall breakdown. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I don't know if I ever said he's advanced, but I definitely would like to do that. All right, one more video. All right, Vadim from Honest Signalz is one of the more popular dating coaches on the internet, and he has footage of himself approaching women, bringing them home, getting numbers. The question is he cringe or is he a Casanova? Most dating coaches are cringe, but maybe he's one of the few exceptions of a guy who actually has game. Let's find out.
Not Baltic at all. Or something?
Ads. Ads.
20. They're from Belarus. That's not Baltic at all. That's like Eastern European, I suppose. Tomato. Are you from like Estonia or something? Belarus. Are you from Belarus? That's not Baltic at all. That's like Eastern European, I suppose. Tomato. Wait, what's your name?
Yeah.
I'm Vadim, actually. My parents are from Russia.
Vadim.
Yeah, nice to meet you. But you don't sound... I speak some Russian, yeah.
Say something.
Привет.
Как
Как дела? Очень приятно. Have you lived abroad?
Well, I live in Spain now.
Maybe that's why.
Nobody speaks English that well.
Exactly. So I'm saying maybe like your Spanish.
So far, the conversation is a bit on the logical side. It's not very emotionally interesting, but his body language, his eye contact, his voice, he seems very at ease, very controlled and grounded. And you can tell the girl's reacting to that, right? She's playing with her hair. She's got this nervous energy, but not in a bad way, in a good way, the attracted kind of nervous. And he's doing that by the way he carries himself.
Kind of Jackson kind of somehow
I lived
influenced.
in Poland for 5 years. That's actually the place where I've learned English,
Right.
but I've never lived in England or America.
Poland, Spain, you're a true cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitanisch? How do you say it in German?
I have no idea. I just speak German.
I'm like picking up like random little words here and there. Apotheca, pharmacy. What else today? Currywurst? Well, that's an easy one. Listen, I need to find some tea. Are you walking this way?
Yeah.
I'll walk with you for 2 minutes. Just don't do anything.
All right, so a lot of guys would just go for the number. They would give up right here, but he's leading things forward, right? He's taking it somewhere. He's inviting her on an instant date. Now, it is important that he knows if she's busy, because if she's busy, you don't want to spend an hour on an instant date and then not do something with it. That's very inefficient. But as long as she isn't busy, that's the best thing to do. A lot of guys miss opportunities because they just give up without taking the lead.
Anything crazy? All right. You know, it's funny. You kind of remind me of this Russian girl I briefly dated in LA, actually. Well, she was taller. But it's interesting resemblance. You're just like traveling?
Oh, you mean that's great.
Yeah. Oh, you're going back to Spain. Okay. You live in Mallorca? Jesus. And the island one. Guys, make sure you watch until the very end of the video because we have a very special announcement for you, so don't miss out.
Ooh.
How? Why? I mean, yeah, a little bit cold.
I didn't expect, like, I'm carrying my friend's water because, like, I checked the weather forecast and it says it's gonna be 20 degrees, but I
Right.
forgot how cold it's 20 degrees. That's like the warmest thing I brought is myself.
I was hoping to get some weed, but
It's everywhere here.
where? You
All
have
right, so he's bringing that up to find out if he might be able to bring her home to smoke, which that's one of the best excuses, right? Because it's something you can't do in public. It's something that is a fun activity and it gets you in a more loose kind of mood. And it's a genuine excuse to go back to the place.
have contacts? I asked my friend and she's like, I don't know.
You just gather around.
Like, what do you mean you don't
You
know?
just have to go around the club streets, actually. Yeah,
I was
city
biking.
center.
I was biking earlier in the park and I asked some hipster girls. I thought they might have some.
Oh God, yesterday
They didn't.
we went to the club yesterday. God, during our walk, like 5 people were asking if we need something.
Question.
Yep.
Are you in a very committed relationship?
What I mean?
A relationship like with a boy, but it's committed. It's like serious.
Oh,
Exclusive and serious. Just started? That's convenient. Okay. So you're allowed. Go ahead.
So I could go either way with that. Basically, what he's doing is he's screening for availability because if she is in a very serious relationship, he doesn't want to waste time committing to a girl where it's probably not going to go anywhere, which is smart. And the way he asked, he's not like, do you have a boyfriend or are you seeing someone? Because even if she's casually seeing someone, but she's down to hook up with someone else potentially, she would say yes. So he's phrasing it in a better way where it's only if she's in a serious committed relationship that she'll say yes. So overall, I think that's not a bad move, but it can kind of put it on a little bit thick to be like, are you single? Are you available? That can come across as a little bit pushy.
I hope they have decent tea here. That means you're allowed to hang out with strangers from North America. Why did you choose Mallorca?
it was like
That seems like a very random decision.
choice for summer. I didn't want to stay there longer.
So this interaction might seem boring, right? Compared to the prank channels, this is very boring. But that's what good game looks like. It's not super flashy. It's not super weird. You're not doing a bunch of like crazy lines to get a shock from the audience. We're like, whoa, oh my God, he said that. It's just building a chill connection, vibing with someone, and leading things forward.
Oh, it was like one of those.
Because I've been going there like from time to time.
culture shock is not as strong as it was when I was 19.
Yeah.
Like coming from North America at 19 for the first time to Europe. Because I left.
What was that different? What was that different?
Have you been to North America? Never?
None of them. North, south.
By the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking, you know, it'd be really cool if I could go out and meet women anywhere and meet beautiful women anywhere and get a date with them, like Honest Signalz is doing like he's doing in this video, then the easiest way to get over your excuses, to get over your resistance, there's a million reasons in your head why you haven't done this yet. Or maybe you've done a few approaches here, a few approaches there, but you haven't committed. You haven't taken it seriously. There's a million reasons why, but the easiest way to get over that and to have a breakthrough where you are able to approach a lot of women, you are able to get dates, you are able to have the kind of dating life that you've always fantasized about, the easiest way to make that transition is to take an in-person boot camp, to get coached in person so that you have an insane amount of leverage to take action, to break through that approach anxiety, and while at the same time, you're also getting feedback. You're also getting feedback just like in this video. Now, Honest Signalz is pretty good, so most of the feedback is positive. But when you're brand new to approaching women, you're going to make a lot of little mistakes. Maybe you don't hold eye contact. Maybe you speak too fast. Maybe you don't lead things even when the girl does like you. Maybe you run out of things to say. I have easy solutions to all of those. And by observing you and then giving you feedback, giving you exercises to show you how to fix the mistakes you're making, you can rapidly get good at approaching women, creating attraction, and making something happen with that attraction as opposed to just getting flaky numbers. So if that's something you want to learn more about, click the link below to schedule a free call with me.
Okay. We need to broaden your cosmopolitan horizons. New driver now. Mohammed. That is Mohammed. Toyota Auris.
Okay, so I wish it showed exactly how he brought her home. Was it the weed? Was it to get drinks? You know, how did he actually get her to come home with him? But you can see he pulled her. She appears to be very attractive. You can't really see her face, but she's got a good body. She appears to be very attractive, very feminine, nice girl. And it was very effortless. He didn't have to do anything fancy. He didn't have to say any crazy lines. He just had to have dominant but calm energy, unreactive, grounded energy. He held strong eye contact. He seemed at ease with himself, and he led things forward. And that's all seduction has to be. Sometimes there's situations you have to deal with. Sometimes you have to do something a little bit flashier, a little bit more crazy. But a lot of the best pickups are as simple as this. You don't have to read some almanac's worth, some almanac level. You don't have to get some almanac level of knowledge to be able to pick up a girl and bring her home. It's much simpler and more based on the fundamentals than you think. And the whole pickup community obfuscates this and makes it seem extremely complicated. Like there's a million principles you have to be aware of all at once, but that's not the case. If you just do a few basic things right, you will have success. So Honest Signalz, this was a great approach. He definitely has game. You can check out his channel by clicking the link below. Sadly, he never posts. I wish he would, but he never really posts videos anymore. But you can watch his footage. There's a lot of really good stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. About to have a call with my mastermind group. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.